After completing the reassembled campaign from Marvel's Avengers, we look forward to the expansions coming in the Avengers Initiative storyline. First phase of post-launch heroes have been teased and shown to an extent, but a quick warning that this video does contain minor spoilers for the end of the reassembled campaign, with heavy doses of speculation and details data mined from the code of the game. You have been warned. The first phase of post-launch content will include 4 heroes. 3 of these have already been confirmed, with all of them coming with their own cosmetics, missions, and a story chain that pushes the narrative of the Avengers Initiative. The Avengers have entered an arms race with advanced idea mechanics, and their new head, Monica Rappaccini. The newly reassembled Avengers aim to expand their team while helping the Inhuman Resistance and S.H.I.E.L.D. Meanwhile, AIM takes part in innovation and has already achieved successful cloning and is working towards time travel. In October, most likely early in the month, the third outpost will become available to players, known as S.H.I.E.L.D. Substation Zero, which is a new S.H.I.E.L.D. base which looks like it is located in the Pacific Northwest. The base was founded to research recent anomalies relating to rifts in time breaking around the world, which is suspected to be a result of AIM's tests to achieve time travel. Then a few weeks following the opening of the station, the first post-launch hero will come to the game. In late October, Kate Bishop will join the Avengers alongside the first story expansion, which is called Taking Aim, which is not only a pun for taking on the villainous organization, but also Kate taking aim with her bow. Sorry, I'm a theorist, I'm strange. Kate's comic book origins was an ordinary person saved by the Avengers, notably Hawkeye from the villain El Matador. Matador. I don't know how to say this. And since then, she has seen Clint Barton as a role model. She soon grew to be an ace archer and soon joined the Young Avengers, and later met her role model and became a quote-unquote sidekick of his, and since then, she has become a quirky ally to Hawkeye. Judging by her reveal trailer, she has the ability to teleport, which is something, as far as I know, she couldn't do in the comics beforehand. This power could be the result of A Day and the Terrigen Mist, thus making her inhuman. Kate being somewhat inhuman and being captured by AIM with Hawkeye rescuing her could be a good way to introduce the two. Back to the main story. In the reveal trailer, Kate pretty much becomes an Avenger. Judging by the info from the video, Kate came to the Avengers after Hawkeye had willingly joined in on AIM's tests for Portal, which could have been used to test time travel. Before this, Kate and Clint were hunting down Nick Fury, and it is unknown why Hawkeye is helping AIM, but they could have offered info on Nick Fury or something else of importance to Clint. Fun fact, Kate Bishop has been referred to as Hawkeye alongside Clint Barton at times, which might get confusing down the road. Unless they use her other superhero names like Lady Hawkeye or Hawk S. Kate's story chain will likely be Kate and the Avengers discovering AIM's new plans and finding Hawkeye, where the story leads up to Hawkeye becoming an Avenger. In November, Clint Barton joins the Avengers with his own story chain continuing Kate's storyline, in a double feature of sorts, known as Future Impact. You should already know who Clint Barton is, but his origin began with him being an archman for a circus, who later became an ally to Black Widow and soon joined the Avengers as their ace archer. From Hawkeye's reveal trailer, I could get some healthy speculation done. I suspect that this portal in the trailers is a portal to the future, and it shutting down probably isolated him in this unknown world. I don't know what this terrible future could be, but it could be where the Kree invade Earth. Mainly because of that end credit scene, which the Kree Sentry sends a missile to space, which is heading to the Kree homeworld, likely telling them that their sentry, which they sent there forever ago during the Kree and Skrull Wars, has been destroyed. I believe at the end of Kate's mission, you open the portal and Hawkeye comes back to the past and warns the Avengers of the dangerous future. To prepare for this catastrophic future, they target AIM's time travel project and begin preparing for an alien invasion. In order to help end AIM, they do have to solve some mystery of what has happened long ago. I kind of ran out of ideas, and I don't know much of what could be happening here. I don't think Nick Fury will return during this mission chain, but he will let people know he is still alive. At the end of the Hawkeye thread, we could see the majority of AIM destroyed. I don't know what classic villain could be featured in the 2 chains, but I would expect battles against Monica and her many clones. So now we have covered 2 of the 4 heroes, and their theorized stories. Now we move on to the final confirmed hero, the King of Wakanda, Black Panther. During the launch week war table, they showed the Black Panther mask with a respectful message towards the recently passed Chadwick Boseman, who played the Black Panther in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The team at Crystal Dynamics had decided to hold back their proper announcement for Black Panther in respect of the actor. It is a respectful thing that they did. Before we talk more about the hero in the game, I would like to say my heart goes towards the family of Chadwick Boseman, and I hope they are doing well in these rough times. Black Panther has been found in the code of the game with many abilities mentioned, alongside Wakandan maps, and as accompanied villain. I suspect if AIM's arsenal of weapons and robots was almost entirely eradicated, they would want to be able to re-weaponize themselves, as they are at war with the Avengers. And of course, a great resource that could be used to make weapons of mass destruction is vibranium, the rarest and strongest metal on Earth. Of course, they could just go digging for it, but that would cost tons of money and resources, and that is not a good thing to do while at war. So where could they go to find this metal at a high capacity for a low price? Wakanda, a country that doesn't sound too alienated from the rest of the world, as many codex files imply, so they could be seen as a highly advanced but not weaponized country. Codex files from the game state AIM has already been stealing vibranium from Wakanda, so they'd know where to get it. But as AIM starts parading through Wakanda going for the vibranium, little do they know, the Wakandans have a guardian king blessed with the powers from a panther goddess known as the Black Panther. Black Panther is the king of Wakanda, blessed with wisdom from the panther goddess Bast, who has sworn to protect Wakanda from any threat the outside world may face. AIM parading into Wakanda for vibranium and destroying the wildlife would be the perfect reason for King T'Challa to join the Avengers in the fight against AIM. But I think Black Panther is the last DLC character of the first 4. Why? Well, because I think it would take a while for AIM to make Wakanda mad. I don't think they would know the exact location, because they would have to be going through all of the dense, impenetrable rainforest surrounding it, so that could give the Avengers a few months to find out their plot. During this, we will get another hero after Hawkeye, but before Black Panther, and I believe it is She-Hulk. I don't think she'll have a massive role in the narrative compared to Clint and T'Challa, but she could be a hero that could get players excited for Black Panther. She-Hulk was a cousin to Bruce Banner, and after a fatal car accident, she was injected with Banner's blood, not knowing the gamma radiation that was held inside, thus giving her Hulk-like powers. Another reason why I think she is coming is because Red Hulk has been found as a boss type in the files, and having a Hulk-type hero released with a Hulk-type boss would make sense, even though Red Hulk isn't a real enemy of She-Hulk. So here's a quick summarization of my theory. The Avengers finally start defeating AIM and Monica's many clones. AIM had funded their research into time travel, which led to Hawkeye and Kate Bishop joining the team and destroying all that research. In response, AIM goes looking for resources for weapons and come across Claw, who leads them to Wakanda. To buy precious time, they send out agents to distract the Avengers like Red Hulk. Little did they know, their frolicking with Wakanda had just created their doom. The Black Panther joins the Avengers alongside Wakanda and their resources to kick AIM. So they finally defeat AIM, or for the most part destroy their leadership and scatter all remaining forces. Where would all this lead? If this live service continues? Well, if I were going to throw out stuff, we're gonna get a Kree invasion of Earth. We're gonna get Ultron. We're gonna get Hydra. We're gonna get a lot of very interesting heroes and villains in the future, which makes me really excited. I plan on doing another video on all leaked post-launch heroes, which were found in the code of the beta. I've not found a reference, though, to them in the final game, so they were likely removed. that is really what I got so far, and I doubt the devs would go this way, because this is just me dreaming. But it would be interesting if I got this right. But what were your thoughts on these ideas? Anyways, this is Tank from Discovery Park Studios. Stay reassembled, and bustin' makes me feel good.